In today's vlog I want to tell you about the propeller grounding shaft system, the maintenance that I do as an electrical officer, and I will show you exactly at the location how it looks like, so pay attention. This is the ICCP system, Impressed Current Cathodic Protection System, and it is a state-of-the-art solution, a long-term solution to corrosion problem, and it is recognized as a superior alternative to sacrificial anodes systems, which require frequent replacement. Impressed current cathodic protection system are preferred by ship owners because they reduce the fuel cost and the maintenance cost. And this is how it looks like. As an electrical officer, I have to take care of this system that is working properly. It has two 200 amps fuses that are part of the critical system, and I need to require them to be on board all the time in case there is any troubleshooting. Those are the anodes that are installed. They will only be replaced in the dry dock when the ship is going for a revision. They will also check these anodes, and this is how the system looks like. Once in a while I will open it, clean everything, just to avoid any issues regarding low insulation or anything like that. And this is the electrical diagram. If the ship has a system of cathodic protection, whether we are talking about sacrificial anodes or an impressed current cathodic protection system, ICCP for short, the shaft insulation will prevent the propeller from receiving protection. The electrical potential between the shaft and the hull of the ship can also cause a heavy current to flow in the bearing. This is caused by the oil film that breaks down, or it gets contaminated with seawater. This current can cause deep pitting of the bearing surface. Excessive wear of the shaft bearings can often be traced to this cause. Trouble can be avoided and cathodic protection extended to the propeller if the shaft is properly earthen with a shaft earthing system. The advantages of a propeller shaft grounding system are the following. Number 1, can prevent the micro pitting marks at the propeller on the sliding surfaces of the crankshaft journal sand main bearings of the engines to be assumed as spark erosion. Number 2, serves for a short circuit between the rotating propeller shaft and the ship's hull. Number 3, ensures an excellent potential decomposition, and the contact brushes ensure lubricating and long life. Number 4, a remote indicator system in order to achieve a continuous control of the effectiveness of the whole system. And number 5, and the last one, a continuous slip ring clearing device to prevent an increase of the residual potential during operation. Let me tell you the components of the propeller shaft grounding system. They are the following. Number 1, the slip ring. It's an elevated serval band and it's installed on the shaft for the best possible contact. Number 2, brush holders. Double or single brush holders for grounding and measurement. And also these holdings have very strong springs to hold the brush in position, because on board the vessel you have a lot of vibration, especially at the shaft of the main engine because of the movement of the propeller. Number 3, silver slip band. This is a reliable contact, very easy to install. Number 4, silver brushes. This is high purity silver brushes that is installed together with the brush holders on the shaft grounding device. And number 5, the last one, a monitoring meter that is continuously monitoring the shaft potential. It's like a remote indicator. So that is the whole system, that is how it works, and those are the components. If you are coming on board anytime soon for the first time as an electrical officer, electrical engineer or electrical cadet, you will need this information because you are the person assigned to do the maintenance on this system. Every morning when I come down in engine room at 7 o'clock in the morning, before we start the toolbox meeting with the whole crew and the chief engineer, I make it my habit to check, besides the reefer room and the ICCP and MGPS system, I also check the monitor for the shaft grounding device. It only works when the shaft is spinning, so that means I can only check it working while we are at sea. And I make it my habit anytime we are in the port to check this system, to check the connections that they are nice and tight. There is nothing loose over there because there are a lot of vibrations on board the vessel, as you can imagine, especially on the shaft where you have the propeller. Whenever we are in the port, I clean the slip rings, I check the conditions of the brushes. Those are graphite silver brushes, and after a while they wear out, so you need to make it a habit to always check the condition of the brushes and always be sure to make a requisition whenever you have the time. You will have to speak with the chief engineer and you make a requisition for new brushes to be on board. Maybe you will not have to replace them during your contract, but it is a good practice to have spare brushes for the next guy. And it is always a good practice to check the condition of the brushes, to know in advance that you need to replace them. Because if you are not familiar, if you have never been on board a vessel, the spare parts that you require on board the vessel, it doesn't matter what system, if it's the ICCP or the shaft grounding device or whatever spare parts you need, they do not arrive the next day. Like for you when you are home and you are ordering something from a website. That is not how things are working on board the vessel. The ship is moving all over the world, and today you are in Korea, after 7 days you are in China, and after 2 weeks you are in India. So it takes a lot of time for spare parts to arrive. Make sure that whatever spare parts you need, and regarding this system will be the graphite silver brushes, you request them much in advance, not only a few days. This you will need to make the requisition months in advance. And I always go down in the engine room when we are in the port, and I clean the slip ring and I check everything over there. Be sure that you put a notification on the telegraph of the main engine. Maybe they will need to blow the engine, or they need to check something, and if you do not inform anyone and you don't put any notification on the telegraph, maybe they will start the shaft and you will have a deadly accident. So always notify the engineer on duty, or you put some notification on the telegraph before you start any work on the grounding shaft device. Always take care of your safety. That is the priority of your contract on board the vessel. Hey, thank you very much for your attention. I hope that you have enjoyed the vlog. Don't forget to hit that like button. It's free and and it's just an excitement for me to make more interesting vlogs for you. That is all that I'm asking. If you want to share this to your friends, maybe you have some future Marines in your life, or maybe you just want to show the other people how we are handling ourselves here in the middle of the ocean. I will keep posting interesting stuff about the seaman life, about the machinery that we have on board. And if you want to subscribe to the channel, you will see all this as soon as I post them. Every Saturday will be a vlog for you. Thank you very much for your attention, and I hope to see you next time on my channel. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.